Hello students, your instructor here, John Mandula with another screencast. This one about using Photoshop and InDesign to create some really unique custom text wrapping features and overlapping features. So I'm going to start here in Photoshop, and this is just a picture of me. And what I'm going to do is grab my eraser, and this is going to look stupid, but I'm going to turn this into a layer. I'll call it me. That way it's an active layer, not my background, it's not flattened anymore. I'm just going to loosely erase away. I'm not really worried about it looking all that great right now. I'm just loosely erasing away some stuff. So I'm left with just a little bit. There we go. If I want, I can crop this down a little bit. Just imagine that you're at home doing this and it looks much better than that. Let's save this as, I'm going to call it me. And it's a PSD file. So me.psd. Saving that, and OK. Now, next way that we're going to look for custom text wraps. So I start with this image here that's flattened. I'm going to keep it flattened. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crop it down to just where this headlight area is. Alright, zoom in on that. I'm going to grab my pen tool. And I know that you would do a much better job than I'm doing right now. I'm just getting a feel for hurrying this up. And finish the path. I can grab my white arrow, which if you don't see it, it's buried under your black arrow. It's supposed to call it the direct selection tool and the regular selection tool, but let's be honest, they're the white and black arrows. Now that I've got that, my path here, I'm going to double click where it says work path, and path 1 is fine as a default name for the path. Then I go to the panel menu, and I know this is off the screen, but I'm going to go down to the clipping path option. It has my path right there, excuse me. Flatness, I'm going to enter 8 for the device pixels and hit OK. And then I'll just save as to my desktop. I'll call it headlight TIFF, and that's fine. Very good. So it's a flattened layer, but it's a path. The other one is not flattened. There's no path. So I'm going to go to InDesign here. See, I have a background color. I have a text column, text box here, another text box over here, which we'll get to at the end. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place. I'm going to look for the me.psd file, place that. I'm going to partially overlap it there. I'm going to bring this down, fill the content proportionally. I just want to wrap it around my head. So what I'm going to do is hit this button right here in the text wrap panel, which if you don't have it, just go to Window, Text Wrap. Anyway, now I'm in here, click on this, and notice it's going to make a text wrap around the box itself. I'm going to set this to alpha channel. Now when I do that, you'll notice that this says alpha channel and this says transparency. And if I feel it, notice how it's wrapping around my head shape and not the box. If I feel it's too close, I can always just go up here and pump this up a little bit. Let's say 1 pica, and I get more cushion there. And of course, expand that as much as I want to. Another thing I could do that's kind of interesting, if I zoom in here, white arrow, I click on here, on the image, I'll notice that I actually can adjust this path, the contour path, the text wrap path, as much as I want to. I can even go outside of the bounding box of the image to affect the text wrap around it. So that's that. Another thing I can do, I'll grab the headlight image, file place, put that in here. Notice what's nice is it's already recognizing the fact that there's a path created, so that's great. But it's not text wrapping yet, so what I have to do is click on this button, and same as clipping to react to it, also Photoshop paths to react to it. Now if I had multiple paths in my document, this gives me the option to select which path I want to make the text wrap around. And again, I can adjust how much cushion there is around that. That's that. Now let's say I have a caption, and this caption's in a little white box, and what I want to do is place it over this. The problem is, though, I want to overlap the headlight image in this case. I don't want the text in this to react to the text wrap. It doesn't matter if it's at top or bottom. What I need to do is right click on it, go to text frame options, and then in this thing, a number of things, but the most important one right now is going to check on ignore text wrap. Hit OK, and now I can right click and arrange and bring this to the front. So now I can overlap that image just like so. If I zoom in, what you'll see here is that this column is reacting to the text wrap that was added to this image. This little text box is not reacting at all to that text wrap, it's just overlapping. So that's how you can create custom text wrapping and overlapping in InDesign, starting with Photoshop.